Hey guys, so I just want to talk to you today about a little bit about hormones and weight loss. So first of all, I just want to say that how I lost my weight before was through keto diet, and I'm going to talk about that. But I also want to say I'm not going to do the keto diet again. It was not a sustainable option for me. I need something that I can do for the rest of my life and keep my weight off and feel good and look good, you know. And yeah, so just sitting here in my backyard. My dogs are running around like crazy, so sorry. So what I want to talk about is the hormone insulin and why it is very, very, very important for your body and weight loss. And I also want to say I don't care how much I weigh. I care about how I feel and my size. So I'm going to weigh maybe once a week or so doing this just to help track things. But there are so many times that I'm going to plateau and my weight's going to stay stuck. But my body, I know, is making changes, whether that's healing things on the inside or whatever it's doing. I know that everything is not tied to that scale. So throw out the scale if you have to. So I'm going to talk about insulin. So insulin is that awesome little hormone that moves sugar in your blood, which is going to be your high carb foods or just sugar or glucose, out of your blood into fat storage. That is insulin's job. So insulin moves sugar out of your blood into fat storage. Sugar gets into your blood by the food you eat. So very high carb foods cause a high insulin response. So high carb equals a insulin dump, basically, which converts to fat, because insulin moves the sugar out of your blood into fat stores. So this is why I'm going to talk about why calorie restriction or low fat diets or 6 to 8 small meals a day are not the best options. So calorie restriction. So your body is smart. Your body knows what's going on. You start lowering calories, it's going to automatically respond by lowering your metabolism, because your body is at a homeostasis. Your body is constantly trying to keep you in a balance of homeostasis, and it likes where it's at. So if you start changing things up, if you start lowering the energy it's getting, the amount of calories is the amount of energy, whether it comes in the form of fat or carbs or sugar or glucose, it's or protein, it's energy. So you lower your calories, your energy, your body's going to respond by lowering how much it burns, because it wants to stay at that homeostasis. So it's going to lower your metabolism. So you're going to get results in the beginning, but it's going to keep lowering, and then your metabolism is going to be at a crawl. And then you're not going to be burning efficiently, and you physically cannot eat that less of calories going forward to maintain that weight loss or to continue to lose after a certain amount of time. So that's the problem with calorie restriction. The other thing is low fat. So remember we talked about fat does not cause an insulin response, or it does a small one, just not a large one. So when you lower your fat, in order to have food to eat, to consume, you're automatically raising your carbs, which we just talked about raises your insulin, which causes fat storage. So again, it's going to work in the beginning because you're actually cutting your calories. So everything's going to start to come off on the scale, but eventually it's going to also slow down your metabolism bad. 6 to 8 small meals a day. Sure, you're keeping your metabolism going. You are keeping up with your calories. Life is good, right? You are a metabolism machine. Unfortunately, you're also an insulin machine. So your insulin is going to stay high, and eventually you just won't be able to get to those really deep down fat stores that insulin has just pushed away over time. So this is why the keto diet, which is high fat, low carb, really works for a lot of people. Now, guys, it doesn't work for everyone. because everybody's body is different, and that's fine. We're all different. It did work for me. I lost a solid 100 pounds on it. I'm not going to do it again. And I can talk about that in another video. And the keto diet works because it is high fat, no insulin or very low insulin response, moderate protein, which has a moderate insulin response, and very, very low carb, which carbs is the insulin response. So see how weight loss is completely tied to hormones, and it's not a calories in, calories out type situation. The other thing with keto is that fat is a very clean energy source, because fat converts to ketones as an energy source, and those ketones are very clean burning. They don't leave a lot of waste. They're very efficient, and they last a lot longer than glucose for energy. Glucose is your other energy source, and that's a very dirty burning energy source. It doesn't last long. You constantly have to replenish it, and it does keep your insulin high, which keeps those fat stores locked away, because insulin's constantly pushing that fat into your body. So the goal for weight loss is to really get to your fat stores and burn them for energy. And it's not as simple calories in, calories out, as we've talked about, because there's more components to that. There is a huge hormone factor. So goals are get your hormones, get your insulin down so that your body can get that fat stores burned up. But as I said, I'm not going to do keto. I have another trick up my sleeve that I'm going to do and am doing. And I've done it before, and I really, really enjoy it. I feel really, really good doing it. And it also gets your insulin down. So stay tuned for that.